back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how I make a leftovers pot pie. Right, if you've seen my leftovers pasties, you would have seen probably the first half of this video, but I'm going to go through it again. I had some leftover crinkle fries. I'm just going to cut these up into nice little chunks, just like that, and I'm going to put those into another bowl. So I'm just going to chop all of these up. And you can use whatever leftovers you like. This is just a good serving suggestion, and it's what I had left over. Got a little bit of leftover cabbage. I'm going to put that down as well. Just make sure we get all of that out, and I'm just going to run my knife through that very, very roughly. Just doesn't matter how fine your cabbage is. I'm just going to give that a bit of a chop here, a bit of a chop there. Just watch your fingers, and that can go straight into our bowl as well. Alright, nothing wrong with a bit of cabbage in a pot pie. Alright, I've got some leftover sausages. I'm just going to give these a rough chop, because I'm going to actually grind these up. Alright, so I'm just going to give these a rough chop just like that, and I'm going to save you me cutting up all the sausages. Right, so give that a quick chop just like that, and if there's a little bit of leftover cabbage or whatever there, don't worry, that can go straight in. I've got a bit of leftover southern fried chicken. Just going to cut these into some nice little chunks. Okay, and when it's bin night, it's always a great idea, if you think a little bit beforehand, just go through your refrigerator, and if anything has been kicking around for 1 or 2 days, throw that in as well. Now I'm going to be adding some more ingredients as opposed to my pasty recipe. Alright, so I'm just going to chop these up just like that. Right, very, very simple, and believe me, this tasted absolutely amazing, and even the next day for lunch it just tasted fantastic. I'm going to put that into a food processor just like I'm doing right there. Very, very simple. Okay, very, very simple indeed. Alright, all our little kitties are in our mixer. We're just going to put our lid on, make sure the drive is seated. One of the things with this little machine, you've got to make sure the drive is seated. We're going to give that a quick little blitz, and we're just going to roughly blitz this up. Nothing too special at all. Right, just give that a few pulses through. And those sausages are going to add a real nice amount of flavour to this dish. We just put all of that in. We're going to chop that up in little batches. I'm just going to put that straight into our bowl like that. Right, very simple. Now, here I've got a small fry pan. Just put that on the heat. And all I'm going to do now is cook off some mixed veg. Okay, just frozen mixed vegetables. We're just going to cook these off in the fry pan, get them unfrozen, or defrosted should I say. I'm trying to find the words there. There goes my cog fog again. I'm going to tip that straight in on top of all that mixture, just like that. And nothing wrong with using a little bit of frozen vegetable. I'm going to season this up now with some freshly ground black pepper, just like that. Okay, very simple, and just take into consideration how much salt was in your sausages and how much salt was in your southern fried chicken. I'm going to add in a little bit of onion powder, just like that, for a nice bit of extra flavour. Alright, very, very simple, and you can see this is still steaming a little bit. I'm going to add in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just to give that a little bit more of a beefier type flavour. I'm going to mix that through, just like I'm doing right there. Now, if you watch the recipe where I made my little pasties, this is where everything stopped and everything finished, but we're not finished. We're going to keep going and adding to this. I'm going to make sure a salt factor and herb factor is where I sort of want it. I'm going to add in a little bit of ground white pepper. It gives it a nice little bit of spice, and it does need a little bit of salt, so I'm just going to salt that up very, very lightly, just like that. Now, I am going to add in even more salt. I had a little bit of leftover gravy from when I did those sausages, so I'm just going to add that in for a little bit more moisture. Okay, and that wasn't the amount that I wanted. I'm just giving that a bit of a quick stir through there to see how much liquid there is. So it's only a powdered gravy, so I'm just going to add a little bit more over there like that. I'm going to leave a little bit for afterwards if need be. Give that a stir through. When you think you've got it around about a nice consistency like I have right there, we can pretty much get ready to serve up. So I've just got a nice little pie dish there. I'm just going to add in all that leftover mix straight into the bowl like that. Very, very simple, and it doesn't look real pleasant at the moment, but it doesn't matter, because when you cut into this pot pie and put it in your mouth, it will just taste amazing, believe me. I've got a little bit of leftover mashed potato. I'm not going to waste that. I'm going to add that in as well. Alright, so nothing wrong with a little bit of day-old mashed potato if you store it correctly, and these little containers make sure everything stays nice and airtight. I'm actually going to mix that potato through with the rest of our ingredients, so it's going to make a nice, thick, beautiful, creamy inside. Alright, so here I've got a bit of store-bought puff pastry. I'm just going to take off the blue plastic. I've told you once before, I've tried cooking with that and it doesn't work. Now this was still a little bit frozen, but I wanted to stretch it out just a little bit, and I probably should have left that for maybe another 5 to 10 minutes. And don't worry if you get a hole here or a hole there, we can just get some of our leftover pieces from around the outside and plug those holes up. Nice little trick. And if you're just doing this for yourself at home, presentation doesn't have to be everything. Alright, so I'm just going to stretch that out a little bit. I'm going to tuck that all down just like I'm doing right there. Make sure we've got nice coverage and we've got a nice little lid. If I tuck that down just like that, poke a few holes in the top just to let steam evaporate. We don't want soggy pastry, we want a nice crunchy top to this, and to make sure we get it nice and crunchy, here I've got a little bit of egg wash. I'm just going to put that straight over the top just like that. Okay, and this is going to make it go beautiful and golden brown. Now my oven is sitting at 180 degrees Celsius, that magic number, and all I'm going to do is put that in for around about 30 to 40 minutes, or until the top goes beautiful golden brown, just like that. Now how easy was that to do? Just using what you had left over in the fridge from the week before. Alright, love to see you try and make this one at home. It is really simple. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence. Should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Please share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We're trying to get the name of KP's Kingdom out there. Leave a comment. I love reading and love responding to them. Hit that notifications bell, you'll be notified every time a new video goes up. But in the meantime, you want to learn a couple of budget meal hacks just like this one, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button, you'll never miss another one of my videos again. Off to eat my leftovers pot pie, and I will catch you next time.